Gentlemen, what the It's like Dancing with the Stars if by dancing you mean stalking. Let's get a preview of tonight's show from midget cage fighting champion James Ilg. James, what do we have in store for tonight's show?
Thanks, Jim. Well, we've got a 4-pack of good ones here. Tonight we'll discuss our human psychic. I predict Jim will make many bad puns, and our panel will be witty and insightful, but we'll stumble around a lot. Next, we'll discuss if tilting your head makes you more attractive to the opposite sex. Would tilting it the other way send the wrong message? Third, can a man marry a dog? No, really, an actual canine. This, of course, begs the question, would the nuptials be doggy style? And what about anniversaries? Would they celebrate 7 times a year? Finally, the panel will discuss a man who goes blind every time he has sex. Is this an evolution from the bag over the head routine? Back to you, Jim.
Thank you very much, James. We'll see you at the end of the show. Let's meet our esteemed panel, shall we? Starting with the person farthest from me. She's a writer and member of the comedy troupe Suburban Squirrels. It's Teresa Condon. She's so hot, habanero peppers wear gloves when they handle her. Sitting next to her, she can plan an event like I can create a Chinese fire drill. It's library worker Jenna Kreis. If witty insight was a martini, James Bond would take her shaken, not stirred. In the middle chair, she's another suburban squirrel and nurse Frankie J. She's so sharp, tattoo needles use her to give each other tattoos. And sitting next to me, he reeks of sandalwood and pretense. He's salesman extraordinaire, Scott Birch. In leather bars, he acts like a coat rack. Issue 1. Is psychic prediction more than superstition? Is ESP a reality? Daryl Bem, a physicist at Cornell University, go Cornhuskers, suggests that far from being a trick employed by fairground fortune tellers, many of us are blessed with the ability to see into the future. He carried out 9 different experiments involving more than 1,000 volunteers. All but one experiment came down on the side of psychic ability. The odds against the combined result being mere chance or a statistical fluke were 74 billion to 1, which is about a little bit better than my odds of scoring a date on a Saturday night. The professor pleads for scientists to be more open their minds to the possibility of the paranormal. For more, we turn to our psychic wedding photographer, Don Tripp. Trippy, your comments? Yeah, well, as you can see, Don knew that because there was no air conditioning in the church that the fountain was behind him, so that was his way of cooling off. So I'll start with the first question to you, Teresa. You buying this?
Yes. I have already had many years' experience with using my psychic powers, but I tend to use them for the more important things, such as knowing whether there's a long line at Starbucks, if they're running out of their soy milk, things like that. So I haven't practiced like person-to-person psychic powers yet.
Can you tell me tonight's winning lottery numbers?
I'm saving those for myself. I'm saving that knowledge for myself.
Saving it for a really big...
I'm saving it for myself.
But you're saving it for yourself a really big jackpot, right?
Right, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, Jenna, you buying this?
I think it's BS.
Okay. Please elaborate a little.
I think if people really had psychic powers, it wouldn't be up for debate so much. Okay. The study just doesn't seem like it has a leg to stand on. I don't believe in the science.
Okay, how about you, Sue?
I don't know. A physicist named as a professional or part-time musician, that was it. And then turned into a psychologist who then decides to take a bunch of students and put them through these, what seemed like bogus experiments. No, I don't buy his premise.
All right. Scott?
Well, I'm here to tell you that it's absolute scientific fact that women have psychic ability. No question. My wife is like Yoda. She will ask me, oh yes, pick up the dry cleaning, did you? But the fact of the reality is I didn't pick up the dry cleaning. She knows I didn't pick up the dry cleaning. And all she wants to do is have me sit there in uncomfortable silence the next 15 seconds of my life. So no, there are psychic abilities and they're had by women. Men, beware.
So, do they share their predictions with you then, Scott?
Oh no! They don't even share the bathroom with us. Think about it. If you try to get into a woman's bathroom, it's like trying to break into a prison. Because you know why? They have the secret of baldness in there. They have all the secrets and everything that men want to know. They have them right inside there. So believe me, they have psychic powers. They know things we don't know. They truly are the third tower of power.
Ladies, what do you think?
He's probably
I
right.
agree.
Absolutely.
See, the Rowleys, they have no comment. Jen.
Was that?
They
Did you
have
say
no
we have the
comment.
secret to male pattern baldness in the
That's
bathroom?
absolutely-
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
If I had the secret to male pattern baldness, I'd sell it to someone. I'd make some money,
You
and then
would
men
have tried
wouldn't be
to sell it.
balding.
You would have tried to
power.
sell it until the female hit squad was going to come after you and tell you not to sell it because that's a secret that must be held by come on, and you know it. You know. I'm scared right now. They have snipers all over waiting for one of them to say something wrong. Trust me.
And I think you're talking about women's intuition, and intuition is merely deduction based on previously known facts or things that you've seen.
No, she sees my brain and knows I didn't pick up the dry cleaning.
She knows you. She's married to you.
There's no intuition. She has a camera in
She
my
can just
skull.
look at you and know you're not going to.
She has a camera in my skull. There's no other way she would know this.
All right, then, Teresa, since you claim to be psychic, can you tell me where all my missing socks are? Because they always seem to be mismatched.
That would be the sock monster.
Okay.
He's real.
Okay, can you tell me what the sock
He's a
monster is?
cousin to the Cookie Monster.
All right. Okay, now,
Socks are delicious.
but
Especially old ones, dirty ones.
all right.
Oh,
So then, if psychic ability is real, how come psychics always seem to be so wrong in their predictions?
They just like playing with people.
I've got 6 minutes right now.
Okay. No? Well, what do you think, Scott?
I think they're crazy like foxes. I think they're wrong, but then sometimes they're right. So you never know when they're right or when they're wrong.
Okay.
Haven't you noticed it was all females? Remember Madame Cleo? Got me now. Remember that woman?
Yeah.
Yeah. Female.
All right.
Psychic.
So, do you think other scientists will be able to replicate these tests?
Hasn't happened yet.
Hasn't happened yet.
Especially if you try and use a computer.
So, if you did have psychic abilities, what would you use them for? We already know what Teresa uses hers for, so I'll start with you, Jenna. What would you use yours for?
Find out where all my socks were, I guess.
Okay. No, that's only guys that lose socks, right?
Women don't wear socks.
Do women wear socks?
Yes.
Certainly.
My wife has one pair of socks
thought
since
they had hose.
1960.
No.
Only with high heels do they wear the hose.
Okay. All right. What would you use yours for?
My
Frankie?
psychic ability?
If you had.
If I had psychic ability, I would probably use it to travel the universe and get off this planet.
Okay.
See what else is going on.
All right. All right. Well, I think I know what you would use yours for, right, Scott?
I would use mine to make sure that I try and get in Commissioner Goodell's head to make football year round. Whatever.
All right. Issue number 2. Can the tilt of your head get a partner in bed? Can the angle of view be used to seduce? A recent study published in Evolutionary Psychology concludes that the angle of the tilt of your head can play a significant role in how attractive you are to the opposite sex. Research used computer-generated three-dimensional models of male and female faces. Participants rated the attractiveness and the masculinity and femininity of the faces in 5 positions, ranging from tilted up to tilted down. The research found that female faces are more feminine and more attractive when tilted forwards, simulating a view from above. And less feminine when tilted backwards, simulating a view from below. It also makes it harder to read the teleprompter. Conversely, male faces are judged more masculine when tilted backwards, and less masculine when tilted forwards. But you know who looks good from any angle? This gal.
Sexually assaulted by
Welcome back.
sexually assaulted by Flipper.
Flipper. Apparently he likes it any angle. So I'll start with, let's see. Jenna, I'll start with you. You buying this?
Yeah, it makes sense. Men tend to be on average taller. Women tend to be on average shorter. So men are used to evolutionarily looking down at their partner. So and vice versa for women, they tend to look up. So I guess over average, it would make sense. I don't know.
All right. Frankie?
I don't know. If I was a guy looking at me and I was tilting my face down, I would think that all he could see was all the wrinkles and all the shadows on my face. Not very attractive.
Okay, hang on. Wait a minute. Okay, so then what? Okay, what about you there, Teresa?
I think this is silly. No one wants a date who looks like they have neck problems or hunchback.
Well, all right, Scott.
Well, being that I'm the only married man up here, all I know is that what my wife wants to see is me doing this. Yes, dear. That's pretty much all she wants to see. She wants my head forward and complete and total capitulation at all time. So, I don't know. I think that these people who did this study are probably really smart 40-year-old virgins who really probably don't have a shot at the date. So that's really all I can think of. I mean, but all I know is that my head better be down, better be in its place, or I'm going to get waxed with a cane. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, anyways, so assuming this would be true, that what would gay men or lesbians have to do?
Huh?
If all right, because this is for the opposite gender. So how would gay men or lesbians tilt their heads if they wanted to attract someone of the same gender?
I don't know. Gay guys get them a spa gift card, and lesbians, I don't buy them a U-Haul so they can move in faster. I don't know. I mean, that's the kind of I think it's a little different. I think they're kind of off the rails.
Or they could just swivel their head around.
Swivel
their head around.
Oh, okay.
Try all kinds of different angles.
Well, I think also it
Pose.
depend on how good between gay males. I think it probably have to be how good is his skin. I mean, does he have nice skin?
I think hair would matter much more than tilt of the head.
As
in
if
that
it's
case.
for a woman, it should be.
Definitely.
Does she have a nice Subaru Outback with a golden retriever in the back of it?
Well, no. If you think it's hair, that has an effect. If you're a gal
Between gay men, I mean.
Oh, okay.
It would be the hair.
Because for straight men or for heterosexual men, if you're a woman looking at a man, if his head is tilted forward, you see the bald spot, right?
Right.
Right. And if he's tilted
That's just
back,
not
you
attractive.
can miss the bald spot.
Right.
And if you're a woman, if your head is tilted up like this, you can see all the wrinkles, you can see the upper lip mustache, right? So maybe it's the other. Maybe could there be another reason for this? Oh, and of course cleavage, as my board director is.
Jim, you remember the position of your head when you met your man?
What?
I'm just curious.
Isis is an inflatable woman.
Oh,
give me a break. Come on, help me.
I forget.
Help
It's my
me out.
fault.
All right. Anyways, okay, so I think we are rapidly approaching our first break. So let's see here. Oh, what's it like to get a chin implant without using any anesthetic? Scott Birch will tell us the real meaning of keeping a stiff upper lip after the break.